inside the acclimating room. Back in the middle where we just left, it's only air conditioned. Once we get inside here, it's climate controlled, which means moisture and temperature control, because we don't want the wood to shrink and swell. As you can see, all the wood is stacked with little pieces of particle board between everything, so air can circulate around. We keep the shop at 49% relative humidity and about 72 degrees, which is very nice, especially in Texas in the summertime. Now what's happening here is we've gotten some sides out of the side bender, and he's fitting them to a mold. And then he will join them. We'll have a neck block and a tail block that'll glue in, join these two halves together and make what we call the hoops, actually the sides, the outside rims of an acoustic guitar. We also have a hot pipe for doing any kind of touch-up rebends to make sure the sides fit the exact mold, the shape they're going to go on. And then this will stay in a mold the whole time throughout the construction process, so the guitar will remain in proper shape while it's being glued up. Like a lot of guys that are building guitars now, Collings, Bill, back in the early 70s, early mid-70s, started kind of doing repair work and tearing apart old guitars from the 30s to find out why they sounded better than guitars made in the 50s or 60s or 70s. And there's a lot of stuff to it. It's all geometry. It's all, for us, it's that cliche-ness of attention to detail and paying attention to the thickness of every individual part. Since we're a small production company, we can spend more time with each piece of wood as opposed to, say, a larger production company. So we can individually thickness the top, the back for every guitar.
So they sound the same. You know, but if you machine
they're consistent.
it out,
Everything is a little bit different. I mean, every piece of wood, if it's from a different tree, it's going to have a different density or different ring to it, different tone to it. So we have to match the tops with certain backs and sides. With the electric guitars, for example, I just mentioned we weighed all the body blanks first, so we can match how heavy a maple cap to go on it. So it really is all about wood, and we've just been studying wood for over 30 years. And Bill Collings is kind of from a family of engineers, and is sort of a born engineer. He just happens to have a machinist's hand and a designer's eye to go along with it. So he's a perfect amalgamation of skills to do this. And it's just kind of blood, sweat, and years. We've been doing it for so long. We understand what works together. And building an acoustic guitar is a pretty challenging thing, especially to do it consistently. If you build 100 guitars, there's going to be kind of a range of guitars in that 100. But we've always really have strived to make all 100 of them sound very similar with kind of a Collings sound, and to not have any dud spots, no duds, no bad guitars basically. Now sometimes a piece of wood will do something to you and that'll end up going in the dumpster or whatever, but as far as the manufacturing process, we're very consistent, and people I don't think have much fear about ordering a Collings guitar from some dealer that they don't get to play first, because the quality always comes through the consistency, which is something we've worked for a long, long time.